Okay, we're going to make another update on the 55 Chevy. It's been a while. Today is February 15th, 2026. I was out here in the shop earlier. Got a fire going. Been out here for a couple hours. Got my tea on. Nice fire going. But the last video I made was showing the new third member differential rear end that I got and painted it, cleaned everything up, painted it. Well, I've got it all together now, and I got most of this put back together. I'll show you. So here we are. It's looking good. Of course, I showed you I had the chassis painted, but now let me come over on this side. Got my new differential pumpkin rear end, third member. Everything's all bolted up. I've got everything all put together. I've got, you can see here, I got these 2-inch lowering blocks. I want to lower the car 2 inches in the back. I've got brand new leaf springs on the back. Brand new shackles with new bushings. Here's the view from this side. And that's, leaf springs come with that front bushing. You got to buy the back ones. But the, let's see what else. New U-bolts. This is a shock mount relocate bracket that you can buy. And it has these little tabs already welded up on it, and your shock mounts up here. But you have to weld this in. I mean, there's a given dimension off the back up here to the center. I think it was 47.5 inches. And that's where you mount that. But you got to cut it to length and weld it. So my welds aren't that good, but they'll hold another 70 years. Yeah, and then of course, again, I think I told you guys that I got new axle bearings in here. These brake plates are all cleaned up and new, rebuilt. New brake cylinders inside each wheel. So this is together. And that's what I wanted to do. And I'm pretty happy with the way everything came out. And I think it's going to be great. No rust anywhere. Everything is restored, rebuilt, repainted, freshened up. So that's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to that. The only thing left I need to do before I set the body back on this chassis is I want to run 1/4-inch line to the back, brake line, copper, along this inside. It goes in through here, around through here, and then up to the master cylinder, which is on this side. But I run it down along through here, and it goes into, let me get over here again, show you. Anyway, it comes along through, you fasten it to the frame, comes in through here, and it bolts up to here. And then right there on the rear end, and then it goes from there, it goes flex line. And you're going to have a little hard line, 3/16 over here, and then a flex line from there into the brake cylinder. I don't know if those, yeah, those were flex lines. Yeah, they were. Okay. But I want to get that brake line on, and then I'm ready to buy these. I'm going to buy the set of new motor, body chassis mounts. There's 16 of them. Neoprene mounts go on each side. So I get those, and then we're going to set the body back on the chassis. But what I'm doing here is, before I put the body on the chassis, I want to utilize this rotisserie I got. See, I got the car up sideways right now. because I can crawl through here, crawl through this front windshield area, and I can get up and stand upright in here. And I'll show you what I'm doing. On these Bel Airs, I don't know if it was all the 55s or just the Bel Air or what, but they had underneath the roof, or the what do you call it? The headliner is what I'm thinking. The headliner, the cotton headliner that covers the ceiling of these cars. On the inside, there's some bow rods that hold the liner up there, and then it staples into a piece of hard felt. This is the old factory stuff. I'm going to take this out, put new stuff in there. But anyway, underneath the headliner on these Bel Airs, they put this thick, nasty felt. I'm sure it was nice from the factory. I think they put it in there for not only a moisture barrier, but maybe a sound deadener. I'm not sure, but they used tar glue, and it's really hard to get off. But I'll show you how I'm doing it. Let me crawl in here if I can get my fat ass in here. But what I'm doing here is I use this little, let me get some light on. Okay, so I use this fine tool right here, and this thing's got let's see if I can get it here. Yeah, and then I just come in like this. So it does come off with that. You know, you need earplugs and look at that. Nasty stuff. And it's just time consuming, but what I do is I get most of it off with that, and I get it down to this point here, like this, and then I come in here and I'll spray. I'll come over about 12 inches and work this area. Not spray, but I'll brush on just some paint stripper. Right there, I got it. I got a little container of it here. I'll paint that on with a brush and let it set for 5-10 minutes. And then I come in with my 4.5 inch angle grinder with this bad boy on it. I mean, that is rough. And you hit that with that 4-inch angle grinder just in the area that you're working, and it loosens it up really good. It kind of makes it a mess. And then what I do after I hit it with the angle grinders, I come in with some more just grease cleaner, grease remover, and spray it down. And then I wipe it off with rags, and I pretty much got it all off. Like, this is down, this is gone. I mean, you can see some staining, but pretty much bare metal, and that's ready for DA sander. I'll come in there and sand all that and get all that rust off there. You can see the rust, surface rust. I'll get all this off here and clean this up. And so that's my job for this weekend, and I do have a 3-day weekend, so I'll get it off. And once I get it off and get it cleaned up, I'm going to put some epoxy primer on it. And then, before I put the headliner back in it, later on down the road, I'll put Dynamat up here, sound deadener, and we'll just go with that. And of course, I'll have Dynamat on the firewall and the whole floor and everything. All this area in here, I'll have Dynamat on it. So anyway, that's what I'm up to now. So I should have this done by this weekend. And I can actually prime it after it's on the car later. I don't mind spraying paint up overhead a little bit, but I sure don't want to work this laying, in a chair up over my head or laying on my back and trying to get that off there. It's pretty labor intensive. It's going to take some time. And right now is the time to do it. Well, I got the car stood up on it, or rolled up on its side. So anyhow, that's what we're doing. I'll keep you updated. I'll try to put up a post I've been averaging about one a month. But I just want to give a shout out to the few YouTube subscribers that I have. I think I got 63 subscribers now. Most of them are family and friends. I want to give a shout out to my brothers, Ronnie and Mark, Donnie. I know he watches these. Mark Hagan. They all live in Washington State. And then my little sister lives in Waterville. I want to give a shout out to them, say hi. Let them know I think about them and love them. Watch my videos, and I'll keep everybody posted. Hargus, Scotty, Rod, all you guys, think about you all the time. I want you to come see me. And Pastor Dan down in Florida. Be nice if you guys come up, spend some time with me this summer. Anyway, I love you. Take care. Bye now.